Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new video on my channel. Today we are playing Love Island the game. This is day 26 part 2, Couple Trouble. Who thinks what about who in the villa? Oh my goodness, this is going to be dramatic. So without further ado, let's play. If you haven't watched any videos on my channel before, I highly recommend you go and start the Love Island Season 2 playlist, otherwise you might be a bit lost. And hello if you are new, make sure you subscribe if you like this video and give it a like if you want to see more. Previously on Love Island, Ashleigh got hungry. He's got French toast! Wish someone would bring me French toast one day. Coming up, it's time to find out what the public really think of the islanders. If you watched my video from Sunday, you know how weird that is. Actually, yeah, I would probably do something like that. And there's bad news for one of them. I can't believe it! But first, dun, 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 the islanders are doing what the islanders do best. Having a chat by the pool. Gary is sitting by himself as you walk over. He's rubbing his upper arm. He flexes his bicep, then pokes at it. Are you okay? He smiles when he sees you. Yeah, I'm fine. Do you think I look as good as I did when we first met? You look better every day. Thanks. It's nice to have that support even if I don't think it's true. You don't believe me? I never believe anyone when they say I look buff. How often do people tell you that? It happens. One time this girl just stopped me in the street and was like, "Can I feel your muscles? They're huge." Can't say I was complaining, she was fit and all. So why don't you believe it? I don't know, I guess I don't want to be big-headed about it. That's what keeps me motivated. If I start thinking I'm sorted, why would I bother going to the gym? He flexes his arm and the muscles bulge. This is a well-oiled machine, but you've got to put the effort in to keep it running smoothly. He grins at you. Anyway, enough chat, these weights aren't going to lift themselves. He walks off in the direction of the gym. That was unusual. I wonder why he was worried like that. You walk over to the pool and sit down next to Chelsea. She smiles at you. Hey, hon! I love seeing this look get a second chance to shine. Thanks, babe. I love seeing your look get a 42nd chance to shine. She lies down on the grass, shielding her eyes from the sun. So, I've been thinking, and I think I figured out what makes this whole experience, like, super fun and cool and bizarre. We get to wear bikinis all day? Oh yeah, that is one of the pros. Who knew it could be so liberating? But no, we're sort of frozen in our own little holiday bubble. When you're adulting, you don't get many chances to just sit around and talk to your mates all day. Like, there's always something you've got to do. Hang the laundry up, clean the fridge, juice some limes for your gin. But here it's all just chat, chat, sunbathe, challenge, recoupling, dumping, chat, chat, chat. And you get to like fall in love. She leans back, basking in the glow of the sun. But there are no boring adult worries in the back of your mind when you're in here. Do I feel the same way as Chelsea? I still worry in the villa. Aw, hon. You don't need to worry at all. I know I said earlier that all we do is chat, but it is nice to have a proper chat with you, Ashleigh. You're a really cool girl. It's good to get your support. She fiddles around with a piece of her hair, curling it around her finger. I feel like we're becoming each other's bras. Bras? Yeah, we're like best friends who support each other around the heart. She points to her chest. That's so sweet, I'd be honoured. Yes! I'm so honoured that you're honoured. She goes in for a high five. Bra sisters! Whoa, her high five misses. That was rubbish. You know what we need? A secret handshake. Pardon? A handshake that we do whenever we see each other. She claps her hands, grinning with joy. Because we're besties! Everyone knows that no good friendship is real unless you get a secret handshake. Oh, let's do it. Let's do a secret handshake, Chelsea. Yes, awesome. So, how should we start this thing? Let's start with a side sweep. Whew, a side sweep? Like this? Chelsea swings her arm like a downwards facing windscreen wiper. Yeah, and then we meet in the middle. Cool. Chelsea and you execute a few side sweeps to practice. Okay, perfect. Now, let's do another side sweep, but like the opposite. Yeah. Okay, next move we need has got to be, she face palms herself. You want to hit yourself in the face. What? No. My mind is just a total blank state. What do you think we should do next? Slide to the left. We've got to slide to the left and then back. Your left or my left? Your own left. You both execute the move with finesse. Cool. We should legit start a dance troupe or something. Now, for the finishing touch. Bump booties. There's no other way. A booty bump? Classic. Let's run that all the way through. Okay, side sweep. You side sweep and back like you were born side sweeping. Then the opposite. Your hands collide in perfect unison. Now a slide to the left. And booty bump. You both squat down to the floor and jump back up again. Power drop. Whoa, we served that handshake some moves. Chelsea smiles looking at her hand. I love that there wasn't actually much handshaking involved in the whole thing. That's when you know you've got a real friend. Who actually shakes hands with mates these days anyway? Just Chelsea being weirdly prophetic there. Oh, she loved that. Your phone beeps. I've got a text. Uh-oh. Did someone say text? What does it say? Islanders, it's time to find out what the public thinks of your couples in today's challenge. You will each guess what the public thinks about your pairings. Hashtag couple trouble. Hashtag public approval. Oh no. This sounds, terrifying. Bobby looks at you smiling. This could get interesting. Let's head over to the challenge platform now then, guys. Ooh, I'm very nervous all of a sudden. I did not expect this nervous and now I am nervous. The Islanders all gather round in a semicircle on the platform. Noah and Hope stand slightly to the side of the group. The Islanders are going to play a game I like to call Guess What a Bunch of Strangers Who Watch Your Every Move on Telly Think About Your Most Intimate Secrets. But that name wouldn't fit on the banner, so instead it's called Couple Trouble. So basically, the public have answered a bunch of different questions about each couple. And for each question, you've got to guess which couple got the most votes. Yeah, and then we just write it on these boards and flip it around when we say. Correct guesses score a point. Couple with the most points wins. Hope and I will be hosting this challenge, but we can still get voted for, just so you know. Everyone gets given a board and a pen. Whoever guesses what the public thinks gets a point. Okay, so the first question is, which couple is the loudest in bed? I mean, it could be us. You're pretty loud in bed, babe. What? No, I always try and stay quiet. Oh, I didn't mean as a sex thing. He grins and makes a loud snoring noise. Stop it. Sounds like a good impression of Noah as well. Wait, was the question about sex noises or snoring? It doesn't say. Who is the loudest in bed? I was immediately going towards snoring, so I actually don't know. Oh, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to say Hope and Noah. You scribble down your choice on the blackboard. Yeah, I get that. Noah's snoring is incredible. Sometimes I think a helicopter's going past. Right, let's see what you guys put. Everyone flips their blackboards over. Most people have put Hope and Noah. A couple of others have put Lottie and Gary. The public have spoken. Noah opens an envelope containing the answer. It's Lottie and Gary! I've got to hand it to them, Lottie. You are very vocal. Lottie playfully jabs him on the arm. Cut it out. Next up is... Oh, this is a cute one. She beams at Noah. Who will tie the knot first? Noah puts his arm around her. Okay. Controversial. I actually think Marisol and Graham will, because they are probably the most stable couple, let's not lie. Bobby writes down your guess on the board. I feel like Hope's actually going to be really angry at me for saying that. Sorry, Hope. And the public guessed Joe and Ibrahim. Anyway, the next question is... We're doing really well, by the way. Which couple will be just friends as soon as they're out of the villa? Oh, wow. That's like never going to happen. Right? Who do you think will end up as friends when they're out? I have no idea on this one. Bobby, you're just avoiding drama. I can see right through that. Just as long as it's not us. Who will just be friends in the end? Hannah and Carl. Man, you write down your choice on the blackboard. Right, let's see those boards. Everyone flips the board around. Everyone has voted for a different couple. The answer is Chelsea and Lucas. Fair enough, they kind of went with my Hannah Carl idea. Can't believe we didn't guess that. Oh well, that's news to me. Oh babes, don't worry about it. She puts an arm around Lucas. Friendship is like everything to me. That's like the best ship to be sailing on, really. You can't beat a good friendship. Okay, next one. Which couple is most likely to model in the nude for a life drawing class? That's really specific. Who shall we pick, Ashleigh? Okay, so I would have said Chelsea and Lucas because Lucas is a bit of a poser, but I actually think the public would have gone for me and Bobby. You write down your choice on the blackboard. Everyone finished? Chelsea quickly scrawls out a name on the board. Done. The Islanders turn their boards around. Chelsea has voted for you and Bobby. I'd take that class. Who got the public vote? Drum roll, please. Everyone starts to stamp on the platform. The public decided that Joe and Ibrahim would most likely model naked. Surely that must be because Ibrahim, I think he was a golfer and a model, I might be wrong. And Joe, I feel like, was a model and a biker, but isn't like everyone who goes onto Love Island a model? I don't know. What? Ibrahim smiles. It's a compliment, babes. Maybe we'll get like comic style fan art sent to us. I don't know, maybe I was missing out. Maybe I should be with Ibrahim. I mean, like, I don't think I'd turn the opportunity down. I've done the naked cycle in London like 4 years running. So yeah, I'd be up for that. A couple of Islanders look at her, eyebrows raised. Hope tallies up the correct guesses. We got 0. Okay, moving on to the next question. What couple is most likely to cheat on each other? I feel dirty about this one. Man, I don't think anyone is least loyal. Okay, my head went straight to Hope and Noah. I don't know why, because I don't see either of them cheating on each other, but I think the person who's most likely to cheat is probably Gary. But I wouldn't want to say that out of loyalty to Lottie in playing the game. So, I don't know. I feel like Lucas would cheat, but I don't want to upset Chelsea. I'm just going to go for Hannah and Carl because I care least about them being affected by my choices. You write your choice on the board. Yeah, I was thinking it was Hannah as well. Excuse me? Show us your boards. Let's see what you all guessed. I got that one right. Lucas's board says Lottie and Gary. Lottie glares at him. I can't believe this. Actually, I didn't think it was you. Lottie looks at Hannah and smiles genuinely. Hannah's board has Joe and Ibrahim written on it. Oh, right. That's something, I guess. Hannah nods. They maintain eye contact for a second. Okay, let's see if the audience think the same. Hope opens an envelope and looks nervously at Noah. The answer was Lottie and Gary. Lottie scoffs. Harsh. There's an awkward silence as Noah and Hope tally up everyone's scores. Come on, what's next? Okay, so the last question is, which couple are the most committed to one another? Who's the most committed couple? Don't even know why I went to that back page. I'm going to say Hope and Noah. It's either them or us. Hope looks over your shoulder. You're so sweet. Okay, now, reveal your answers. Everyone turns their boards around. Lottie has voted for herself and Gary. Everyone else has voted for Noah and Hope. Everyone knows I'm all about that. But didn't you just get voted to be most likely to... Gary shakes his head. I did try to say that. Yeah, but it's not my problem that they're so wrong. I had to write what I know is my truth. Fair enough. Lottie looks at everyone with narrowing eyes. No one else has voted for her. Really? I swear, Hope and Noah have been like joined at the hip since I got here. Yeah, like hence why most people voted for them. The public decided that the most loyal couple was... Noah opens the envelope and smiles. Ashleigh and Bobby! Oh, thank you. That's all the questions. Hope counts up the scores. I haven't got as many as Chelsea and the winner is Chelsea and Lucas. You guessed the most correct answers. Point made. Everyone applauds and cheers. What happens now? Chelsea's phone beeps. It's my phone. Forget I asked. Chelsea and Lucas, congratulations on winning today's challenge. Now it's your turn to unwind and forget about the world. Get ready for a date in the hideaway together. Hashtag the votes have it. Unfair. Oh yes, this is so cool. I never win anything. I want to thank my friends, my family. It's okay, babe. I'm sure everyone knows we're super grateful. I still can't believe they didn't think I was loyal. We don't get it either, Lottie. Loyal Lottie just has such a ring to it. Just rolls off the tongue. So it must be true. All the Islanders disperse as soon as you get back to the villa. I think it's time Noah and I had a little couple trouble of our own. I'm not sure if that's sexy or worrying. I'm going to do some sun salutations on the roof terrace. I'll join you. You look around and notice Gary sitting by himself kicking his legs in the pool. You okay? What? Oh yeah, I'm all good. I've just been a bit off today. To be honest, I'm glad of a bit of peace and quiet. He seemed a bit low when I talked to him before the challenge too. Did you get your workout earlier? I started to do some weights and then I had to check my head a bit. What do you mean? I've been working out a lot in here for something to do, but that makes it hard to keep my mind on what I actually need to do to keep in shape. I don't want to end up just going to the gym whenever I'm bored or stressed out or something else. Gary says he doesn't want to go to the gym too much. A workout can be good when you're stressed. Oh yeah, for sure. There's nothing like burning off some tension in the gym. But I need to have some other ways to deal with how I'm feeling too. I can't just use going to the gym all the time, you know? He looks at his feet and breathes deeply. I've had some problems with how I feel about my body in the past. Don't worry if you aren't comfortable talking about this with me. It's fine, carry on. Okay, sure, I just didn't want to bring up anything that was going to get too difficult for you. Gary pauses and looks at you. The thing is, it's like... He stops to think for a second. Look at all those comics Raheem is into. You ever noticed how the good guys are really muscly and the bad guys are loners who know loads about science? I always notice that women are wearing bikinis for no reason. It's weird how you pick up on that stuff even when you're young, right? It can feel like everything is telling you things will be better if you're stronger or more muscly, or thinner or prettier. He pauses. Of course you know what I'm talking about, sorry. Anyway, imagine me as a kid. I'm smaller than most of the other lads. I'm into computers and robots and stuff like that. And I live half the week with my nan. I look at those superheroes and then back at myself. I didn't look like them. If anything, I looked like the evil genius they end up fighting. That must have been difficult. It was harder because I was having a rough time anyway. My dad left when I was pretty young. I was 6 when my mum had to tell me he decided not to live with us anymore. And he basically dropped out of my life after that. What happened? They weren't getting on well and then one day... It doesn't really matter. When you're 6, all you know is that one day he's there and the next he's gone. After he'd gone, my nan just stepped in. She started looking after me when my mum was at work and coming round for Sunday lunch and all that. It wasn't until I was a teenager that I realised how much she was doing for me. When I was a kid, I just figured she didn't mind driving 30 miles from her house just to take me to football practice. He stops to think. Thing is though, how many kids do you see with their nan cheering them on when they play football matches? She sounds really amazing. She really is. I wish all kids had someone like her to support them. It should be that way, but it wasn't. Once the other lads noticed she was there cheering me on, they'd make jokes about it. And whenever someone would say something to me, I'd wish I was bigger and stronger than them so they wouldn't dare. So when I got older, I started working out. Gary says he started working out because he would get a stick from the other kids. Did it help? Not really. It's hard to know what to do when you're that age. I really didn't have a good way of dealing with it. At first, working out made a huge difference. I started to feel more confident. I felt like I could stick up for myself. I got a lot more positive comments. People started to notice me in a good way, you know. It gave me a way to deal with whatever I was feeling. Problem was, it never felt enough. Especially once I left school and had more time and money. I kept going to the gym even when I knew I'd been going too much. It was actually my nan who noticed things were getting out of hand. I'd hurt my wrist because I was lifting more than I should, but I didn't rest or stop lifting, so the problem just kept getting worse. Eventually, it got so bad I had to take time off work, but I was still trying to go to the gym because I couldn't stand missing sessions. What did you do next? Nothing really. Being strong and tough was so important to me, it felt like I couldn't ask for help. But when I started missing work, my nan told me to get my priorities straightened out. She gave me a talking to, but the thing I remember most clearly was when she said, "What's the point in lifting all those weights in the gym if you don't even lift a finger around the house?" She doesn't mince her words, but it was exactly what I needed to hear. I went to the doctor because I had to stop working out and do loads of physio on my wrist. I also got referred to therapy so I could talk to someone about why I'd got into that situation in the first place. I don't really tell people about that bit of it. I just said to my mates at the gym I was injured and needed a break. I didn't even say anything to Rocco when he was talking about going to therapy when he was at uni. I wish I had though. By the time I felt like opening up, he was out of the villa. Why don't you talk about it? I do now, but back then, it helped massively, but that doesn't mean it's not a bit uncomfortable at first. I was going to talk to a stranger about how I got picked on at school and how my dad left. Like, what am I supposed to do there? It's a big thing to get over when you first try and get help. Did it get easier? Yeah, for sure. Once I started talking about it, I could see everything more clearly. I'd lost sight of why I wanted to be so buff before. I couldn't see that it wasn't good for me. I guess it's easy to do when there's so much pressure to look and act a certain way. Girls get that a lot. Yeah, of course. It took me a while to realise it wasn't just me. I was really shocked when the doctor told me that if it's getting in the way of the rest of your life, then it's a problem. By that point I was like, mate, working out is my life. How are you now? It took a while, but now I know when I'm doing something for the right reasons. It's a constant balance though, you have to keep working on it. It's okay for me to work out and be active, but I have to check in with myself. If those thoughts start coming back, I usually call up my GP and get talking again. He smiles at you and stands up. Anyway, I didn't mean to get all serious on you or anything, but it's nice to be able to open up about that. You can always talk to me. Thanks. Just knowing you're all so supportive means a lot. You know how much I talk about my nan by now. I do genuinely think she's an amazing woman for everything she's done for me, but I don't always tell people why she's so important in my life. And now you know. He smiles at you, then looks away. You carry on sitting next to Gary, enjoying the calm of the warm afternoon sunshine. Ah. Chelsea and Lucas have a date in the hideaway, and something shakes up the villa. This is harder than I thought. So no coming up next, that's just what happens. We're done. That's good. Thank you. Sorted. That was so nice of Gary to open up, and I think it was needed as well. I feel like he needed to get that off his chest. And I'm glad Ashleigh could be there for him to go over things, because especially now where we are in this time period, it's so important to be able to talk to people. If that means picking up the phone and calling a family member or a friend, or you know, if you're lucky enough to be at home with family or friends that you trust, definitely speak to them if you can feel yourself, as Gary puts it, to check in with yourself. There are always resources out there. If you call up your GP, if you need to speak to a therapist, you can definitely get help. If you need to go through a transformative life change like Gary did, there is always someone out there to help. I will also leave some links down below for mental health resources if you need them, for anxiety, depression, all sorts of different issues about mental health, so go and check them out below. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. It was definitely a lot of fun playing the challenge, and so nice to have a heart-to-heart with Gary. Definitely changed my mindset on him a little bit. I actually cut a bit out of my Round the Fire Pit episode where I spoke about how I personally wouldn't necessarily want to end up with Gary, because he's someone who would just spend all of his time at the pub or the gym or basically not at home with me, but it makes a lot more sense now, and I don't know, he's just more of a three-dimensional character. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure you give this video a like if you enjoyed it, just to share the love and keep me going through. And also make sure you subscribe for brand new Love Island content practically 4 times a week. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!